Hello everybody, my name is Hellkaiser and welcome back to Devil May Cry 4. We have made it to this tropical-like area, I guess is what you call it. The game doesn't even explain it, just says it's something due to the Hellgate. I remember the grassy area, but I'd honestly forgotten, and I'd only played this game 5 years ago now, just how different the locations were, and it really does show how rushed this game was when you really sit down and think about how there's a snowy mountain and all this stuff just back to back to back. But we got our Devil Trigger. We heard some of the lyrics too, the song Devil Trigger, and we met up with Dante again.
You knew it all along!
How dare you raise your voice in the presence of His Holiness?
That arrogant kid possesses demonic power!
Absurd.
Nice shot of Gloria there.
Made me a fool. Is he not your subordinate? He resurrected Yamato!
Is it Yamato or Yamato? I've heard it's pronounced both ways. I guess it's Yamato.
Your Holiness.
Can you apprehend this boy?
If he's one of your troops, why do you need to apprehend him?
Though who will then track Dante?
I will find Dante.
Man, do you think they have enough angles of her just bending over just enough for the camera? I mean, I don't mind.
Absolutely.
Plus, you should be able to tell it's Trish if you look at the back of her dress. It's a lightning bolt. Which, I mean, nobody's going to be looking at her back. But yeah, see that right there? That's a lightning bolt on her back. So that shows she's Trish.
Reliable.
She once brought us the sword Sparta and hastened the completion of our savior.
And that shows right there she's Trish too, because she has the Devil Sword Sparta.
Almost a stranger to us all.
Which will only concern us should a situation arise.
That's stupid thinking, though.
As for her identity, I have already investigated. Now, Credo, find us Nero and Yamato and bring them back to me.
As you wish, Your Holiness.
I feel like I'm fighting the Vatican here. I mean, this is clearly all what's the term?
That menace Nero appears to be quite close
Allegory for it or something like that.
Sister Kyrie. More than once, he called out her name.
The She-Viper, proceed to the ruins, the Forest of Ruin. Oh yeah, this is that first boss fight against the, what's her name, Poison Ivy-like thing. Okay, now we got our Devil Trigger stuff. Okay, while Devil Trigger is active, depletion of the DT gauge will be... Okay, ooh, Maximum Bat, that's actually a really good ability. Which one is... Okay, I actually like Showdown quite a bit more than Maximum Bat, but they're both really cool abilities. I actually like them both quite a bit. Now let's think for a minute. Max Act, Trigger Heart. I think I'll go with Showdown, because that's actually just a really high damage. That's one of his most high damaging abilities. There we go. We bought all 6. Apparently, we can get. You don't need any more of this item. I like how they don't say that they're out of it. They just say you don't need any more. I don't have enough to buy a purple orb. I will next time, though. That's one of the things I do actually like about this new system of Proud Souls and all that. Is see, you can just buy Vital Stars, Devil Stars, all that stuff, whatever you might need, and not affect your ability to buy upgrades. I do think, though, it's stupid. I don't think I mentioned I thought it was weird that they made it into 2 things. I do find it weird that the price of the items goes up the more you buy things, because I guess it's because they figure you'll earn more Proud Souls with higher combos, but enemies just die so quickly it's hard to get a lot of high combos up. Okay, man, you think they could have added just a few more God Rays right here? Okay, there we go. That's enough to get me a purple orb. Okay, what's this? Nothing I can interact with. Anything back here? Nice view of a JPEG image, and that is just a JPEG image. There's no way you can... They didn't even try to, like, blend it a little bit more into the background. It's just there. Yeah, that's some of that Poison Ivy wannabe's pods. I don't remember the name of the creature. I just know her as the wannabe Poison Ivy. Because she literally is just a recolor almost of her. She's in a flower and all that stuff. There's not really much more to add to a character like that. Lots of red orbs in her little pods. I'll bust the rest of them open I can find. Like I said, though, for a game that came out in 2008, and this is the special edition with enhanced graphics and textures, it is a beautiful game. I mean, it's held the test of time. Bayonetta came out 1 year later in 2009, and I find that a lot of the environments are samey, and I will admit, because of the way this game is designed, at least the areas are very different. I hear the sound of demons. Okay, there we go. Dang, I split him open like a watermelon. Shall we dance? Okay, I need a gyro blade. I forgot that those stupid gyro blade puzzles, or not necessarily puzzles, but environmental interactions were still around that much. It just feels kind of unnecessary at a certain point. I mean, Devil May Cry has always had puzzles because of its DNA of being Resident Evil 4, but it's never been a massive part of it. You've never needed to do very much, you know. It's always been minimalistic, because even Resident Evil started to move away from that. I mean, I'm glad it's finally started to come back to it, but it kind of did move away from it for a while. Ooh, bigger guy. Oh no, it's just the same one. We literally just fought that thing. Oh, it's possessed it. Am I supposed to be impressed? Let me just rev up my sword here for a second, boys. Hold on. Okay, I'm all revved up. Did you just hit... What are they hitting me with? I didn't even see nothing there. Oh, they can hit me while they're down. Okay, that's a great way to ruin a good combo. Okay, that's not even... So that's just meant to completely ruin your combo. Why would they make enemies that... Okay, first rule of a stylish game like this, make your enemies tough, but never make it where they can ruin your combo with a cheap attack like that, because that just makes it needlessly complicated. Okay, I guess I can't cross this. A strange tree blocks the path. Well, I got a big sword, why can't I just not hack it down? Sometimes the logic of some of these games is very flawed, you know. It's just stuff that you'd think a normal person could figure out. Just, I got a machete or a sword, let me just hack that sucker down. Or I got a lighter, you know, I'll light it on fire. It just seems like sometimes they try to really prolong the experience just a bit too long sometimes. Which I get, it's a video game, you gotta do something to make it full price release. Except sometimes I'd rather have a nice 4-hour experience than a 8-hour experience that just didn't do it for me, if that makes any sense. As I've gotten older, you know, it's not like I'm a kid anymore. You start to realize how much more valuable your time is. You know, you got dates, and you got jobs, and family matters, and stuff like that. You know, you've grown up, and games have gotten, if anything, even longer. They try to make it live services where you're supposed to suck in all of your time, and people from my generation we don't have time to give anymore, you know? That's why I like stuff like Devil May Cry 5 and stuff. It was good length, about as long as the rest of them, endlessly replayable, but never demanding of your time. Does that make any sense? I hope it does. I will say I think this game has the better environments, but at the same time, Devil May Cry 5 just has the best action combat of the entire game. Like, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody who hasn't played it. The game's about 4 years old, so there's no reason for you not to have played it, but I don't want to ruin anything for anybody, so I'll try to keep the spoilers to a minimum. But let me just word it this way for you. This Devil May Cry 5, you know, for Nero, because he is a playable character. I mean, that was all over the marketing scheme. Oh crap, I fell. Of course. Crap. Okay, Devil Trigger. Maximum bet. Crap, you ruined my... Okay, that's it. How dare you ruin... That isn't Maximum Bet, is it? Showdown, I think is what it's called. Yeah, Showdown. I always get the names confused. Time to rev that sword. There we go. Oh, that's not too bad. It's a shame that I couldn't use my combo there, but oh well. Anyways, I was saying, in Devil May Cry 5, you play as Nero, and then after the game is over, they give you new abilities for Nero. So when you go back and play the game on like Son of Sparta, because that's the next selectable difficulty, you're almost playing a new character. He's got quite a bit of new skills that do change up his playstyle and make it even better, in my opinion. I didn't like it as much beforehand. Afterwards, he's one of my favorite characters to play as now. Very versatile. Dante unlocks new abilities in that game. I'll word it that way. And is amazing to play as. You got 4 styles to swap between. His Devil Trigger, some new abilities, I'll word it that way. New toys to play with, new devil arms, and it's just fantastic. You know, Capcom just really did us a solid with this game. It is fantastic to play as. The new character, his name is V. You know, that's in the marketing material, so I'm not spoiling nothing. Is fan-frickin-tastic to play as. It's like playing a new game. He's like a slow-moving necromancer type character, and I fell again. And he uses familiars, other demons, to fight for him, kind of like you're playing an Atlas game, like Persona, which is ironic because Atlas has always been involved from 3 on in the making of Devil May Cry. They've had like their art designers to help do some of the work. And so it just feels like like you're playing as 3 characters that are very different from one another. And then the special edition has Virgil as a playable character, and he has his focus meter. He's got some new toys. They took a little bit more from the reboot and gave to his ability list, and he's got a really good ability list now. He's amazing to play as. You have 4 characters in total that play so different. The only thing that would have made it better is if they did like a Girls' Night Out DLC, because they kind of tease in the game that Trish and Lady would have some exploits at the end of the game, let's put it that way. And I'm one of those people, I wanted to see that, and I don't know if due to the way the world is right now, that had something to do with it or what, but we ended up not getting anything else other than Virgil's DLC. Okay, so that does weaken them, good to know. No. Shite. This is getting annoying. Rev up that sword. Hold on a minute, I'm revving up my sword. How dare you strike a man that's revving up his sword? Okay, place your bets. Okay, that completely missed everything I wanted it to hit. That was fantastic. Because these things just thrash about. See, it's hard to judge where these things are going to hit because they're just swinging like madmen. They don't have a predictable pattern almost. See, they can just hit you even when you grab them in the air with your Devil Bringer arm. Okay, there we go. Back up again. Back in the saddle again. And then after you beat like Son of Sparta mode for Devil May Cry 5, if I can ever get this finished, you unlock some new skills for Dante and stuff like that. It's not nothing... I can spoil it because it's nothing special. It's just like a different taunt that restores some of your health, but you can only use it once. And stuff like that. And so it's not nothing super special, but it is something, you know. And it's nice. It adds to your replayability. Because especially the higher difficulty you can go, they stop giving you as many blue orbs and stuff. I'm sorry. Yeah, blue is what it is. And so you get... Okay, so I don't have any abilities. There we go, got him. Can I get that? No! Okay, I can't get that because I don't have any ability to double jump. This is just a real bad time waster level. How long before these platforms extend? Oh no! No! How was I supposed to know that? Okay, come on. This has got to hit. There we go. I'll take that. Whoa. There we go. That was a pretty good combo. Not my best still, but pretty dang good. I'll take what I can get. The game's not really giving me much to work with. I never thought I'd say it, a Devil May Cry game, but the enemies are a little bit too easy to kill. Sometimes they just kind of hit at you erratically, but they're never so difficult that I can't take them. Like, see, 2 or 3 shots of this will kill most enemies. See? Like, you can kill enemies pretty... It's not as bad as Devil May Cry 2, but it's still kind of egregious at a certain point. I wish I could get that. Saddens me I can't. Go ahead and rev up my sword. Still, the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I know some people like it, and I'm not trying to just be obtuse, but it is sort of ridiculous at a certain point. Like this puzzle right here, this is the trial and error sort of thing too, because how are you supposed to know where the floor is going to be unless you've done falling? Because it seems like it would be straight. But instead, see, it's leading you back. Which makes almost no sense. See, that's just needlessly difficult. Padding the run time sort of stuff. Okay, the Lapis River. Getting lots of red orbs. Okay, there's some more of those red vines in the way. There we go. The camera changes or you know, Devil May Cry 5 has the best camera just because it's finally a proper third-person camera instead of these fixed camera angles, which aren't exactly the worst because they do add the Devil May Cry 3 thing where you can kind of turn the angle at certain points, but it's still sometimes very difficult. More difficult than necessary to be able to see certain things. Secret mission. Reach the goal by rising to the top. Sounds simple enough. Okay, so it's just a platforming course, so God help me, these are not as easy as they seem, and I got a minute to do it in. Oh crap, see what I mean? No! Come on, baby. No, no, no. Oh crap. I kept myself in the air there. What am I supposed to do? I don't have any way of getting up there. I got 20 seconds. Oh, I get it, but that's some bull. Come on. I'm done. Out of time. Can't do it. I know what I need to do next time, and I'll do it. Failed. Okay, round 2. I felt bad in the first couple of games missing some of the secret missions. I don't really feel bad now because they're not necessarily missions, they're just difficult, you know. You do get rewards for it, but they're more annoying than they are enjoyable, or at least from my perspective. Platforming in Devil May Cry has always been the weakest points. They don't do that very well. Stylish action does not translate to platforming. This is not Mario. I don't think I can do it now because I'm having too much difficulty in this part. See, he overshoots his target. Yeah, I'm all out of time. I might as well just wear out the clock now. Well, yeah, okay, so going through the door fails it. Oh, hit the button. Hit the button. Okay. Rock and roll. See, you can't control yourself in the air, which means you're going to have one heck of a hard time. See, he just overshot that somehow, even though he was on it. He just wouldn't go. You're supposed to rely on the momentum from that to carry you, but it doesn't. I'm wiggling the stick, and I have no control over my momentum. Which is sort of the whole thing of platforming. You can control your movements. See, he just won't go. And then when he does go, he goes the wrong direction. See, these are not fun. You'd think the special edition, if anything, would have reworked some of these or reworked some of the climbing physics, because these really are some of the most annoying parts of the game. Oh, you gotta be bloody well joking me. Oh, crap. Ugh. That is some bull. Why? They had to know this would just be a big time waster level if anyone tried to work on it, because you can't platform in this stupid game. I can see why they offered a microtransaction just to buy blue orbs, because it's a lot easier just to pay the $5 and buy a bunch of red orbs rather than have to do it this way. Would I do it? No, just because I don't believe in that kind of microtransaction bull crap in games. Whatever happened to the days where you could just enter a cheat code, you know? Game developers got way too greedy in the last few years. And you know, in my local GameStop, I got a lot of friends who work at GameStop. I've been going there since I was a kid. I kind of grew up knowing those people. And I was talking about some new game, I forgot which one it was, but saying something about, is it going to have some more season passes? He says, well, you don't know how much time the developers put into some of those season passes. And stuff like that, how much content. And I was talking about Borderlands 3 at the time, or something like comparing it to Borderlands 3. You know, Borderlands 3 was a $120 game or something when it came out, because it's like a $60 game with a $60 season pass, something like that. I know the season pass now is like $50, but I think at the time of release it was like a $60 season pass as well. And it did have some content to it, you know, quite a bit of expansion kind of stuff. But then they offered Season Pass 2, and I still haven't bought the Season Pass 2, but it offered the Director's Cut and the Designer's Cut. And what that roughly translates to, if you're interested, is that one of them, I think it was the Director's Cut, has a whole new skill tree, because they're not doing new characters for Borderlands 3 like they did with 2. Like the Psycho, I forget his name, Greg or Gehrig, something like that. And Gage, which was my favorite, or Borderlands, the pre-sequel, had Handsome Jack's look-alike, and I forget that Ice Princess woman. And I think I had one other character, if I'm not mistaken. I might be. So instead you're stuck with like the starting 4. And because of that, they added a new skill tree, but that should have been a free update. Instead, they charged $30 in a season pass or $15 separately, which is, to me, ridiculous. You don't need 2 years worth of season pass. If you can't get all the content out in one go, you don't need to do it. Or if it's just like little bonuses like a skill tree, just give that to people. Don't charge them for it. I mean, I done bought your game and your season pass. What more do you want from me? I think that, you know, what it is in the generation I grew up in the PS2 era and stuff like that, you know, you got a whole game. And, like, if someone messed up or wanted to add more content to the game, you know what they had to do? They had to re-release it as a special edition. Ninja Gaiden Black, Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition. Stuff like this is how people did it. Or the Greatest Hits Edition, like Silent Hill 2. Had some special content, including an alternate ending. I think that's where like the Doge ending came in. And that was exclusive to the Xbox edition called Restless Dreams or something like that. I don't know what all it was called. So on the PS2, they just released the Greatest Hits edition and renamed it to Silent Hill 2 Greatest Hits Edition, and that contained that extra content. People wouldn't know that, but that's what they actually did. No. No! Okay, one last try, and then I'm giving up, because this is getting freaking ridiculous. And I'm just one of those people. I don't mind a season pass if it offers, like, some freaking quality content. But my opinion is just delay your game and release the game for $60 full price and make it a $60 game. You know, like Sony on the PS5 is releasing games now for like $80, and they're saying, oh, it's just their first party games. But I don't care why, you know? Like, they gave up doing a sequel to Days Gone, which wasn't particularly my favorite game in the world. It was an okay zombie game. but it was actually not too bad. I recently bought the PC version. I gave it a second look, and I thought it was actually pretty dang good. Was it anything special? No, but it was okay. It could have deserved a sequel. I would have bought the sequel. They turned down, allegedly. Now, I want to say it's alleged because I don't think they ever confirmed it, and that doesn't mean that someone else might not pick it up. But they've turned down doing Days Gone 2, Sony, in order to make a remake of The Last of Us. And I know what you're probably thinking. The Last of Us only came out in 2013. Why the heck does it need a reboot? And that's a question that I'd like to have an answer to. It's foolishness. Why remake a game that nobody needs to have it remade? It's on the PS4. You know, you can play it quite easily if you wanted to. Oh, one last try is all I'm going to give this. One last try, and then I give up. And I just think that that's ridiculous. There's certain games that could use a reboot. Like, in my opinion, Devil May Cry needed a reboot at a certain point because the first game came out in 2001. I think the reboot came out in 2012 or 2011. I think it was 2011. And at that point, the timeline... one person had created the first game. And then Devil May Cry 2, to this day, still is useless in the actual canon of events. But my point is, you know, it was one of those series, it's gotten so convoluted over the years that it's hard. If you sit down and try to explain this game's story to somebody, you're going to have to give them an all-day lecture almost. Because there's so many characters, there's so many weird plot lines. Okay, one last try. I'm hard-headed and I don't want to give up. Why won't he go down? There we go. What was I saying? Yeah, there's so many characters and stuff that rebooting it, simplifying it, essentially removing two from the timeline, introducing characters like Trish and Lady in a more calm, you know, thought-out manner, you know, where you plan it a little bit better, because Devil May Cry has never been really planned super well. It's just been a series that has done its own thing and coast by mostly off of its gameplay and fan service, because it does care about its fans. Crap. Cock and bollocks. Come on. 25 seconds. Will you please just go? Not being able to control his angle is so terrible. See, he just overshoots. Why would he be... That's it. I'm sorry that I didn't get it, but I give up. I'm not wasting any more time on this. That's foolish to make it so bloody difficult. But anyways, I was saying... And we'll talk about the reboot at a certain point. I want to play it for you guys after 5, and then sit down, make a video, and this will be like one of my first like heavily edited videos, and show footage from Devil May Cry 1 through 5, and then the reboot, and like compare some of the stuff about it. But like it was a decent idea. It needed a reboot, but they just didn't handle it very well. They kind of your reboot should never spit in the face of fans. They should always take what fans love and improve upon those aspects, and take away from what fans don't like. For example, one of the things I didn't like was Nero at the time. I don't mind him as much now. Good writing, and the fact that Dante from DMC Devil May Cry made me appreciate the one we had a lot better. But you know, there was things that could have been really fixed, such as a very wonky timeline. Given a better example of events, Ava, Dante's mother, had almost no real purpose in her own story. She was essentially a vessel to produce the sons of Sparta, and that's about it. She had no... You could have left her out of the story. Dante and Virgil could have been born from Sparta. and no one would have cared. That's how important Ava is to the story. Other than Trish looking like her, which isn't even that important anyway, there's no reason for her to be there. Lady being missing from the first game and the second game, along with Trish, other than just being a secret character, was kind of odd. You know, if you get my point here, there was just a lot of things that could have been fixed. And so a reboot could have fixed a lot of that, introduced these characters, made them more important, maybe let us play as these characters a lot better. Because as much as I like Lady's gameplay in here, it could use some work. She's not got enough melee combos, and there's not enough differences in her gun ability. Like, her Devil Trigger substitutes just some grenades, and they don't do enough damage, in my personal opinion. I'd much rather have some sort of, like, Devil Trigger substitute sort of thing. You know, something more like a power-up to her guns where they deal even more damage or something like that. Alright, here we go. Crap, you prick. You son of a... I much like the system in 5 better where you could take like a hit, but if you take multiple hits, then it stops your combo. I will say though, I think that 4 has some better mechanics, like the older games do, than 5. Because in 5, it takes a while to get your Devil Trigger charged and then your new abilities charged. It seems more like you're having to micromanage too many systems. And I always felt from 3 on, Devil Trigger always felt a little weaker. And even in 5, it feels weaker. In the first game, and in the second one, but I don't... Let's just compare the first one. Devil Trigger is a vital aspect to survival. It helps you through your fights. It essentially wins your fights, and it heals you tremendously. If you don't use Devil Trigger, you'll die, pretty much. It makes the game so much easier. In 3, it's just very weakened. Whoa. I'll take those. Oh, crap. Go, go, go. Go! Don't stay. Take what I can get, though. There we go. Oh, crap. Whoa! Big snake. Big snake. Just leg it. See you later, babe. There we go. There we go, Blue Orb Fragment. I missed those from Devil May Cry 5. I felt like it's sometimes as difficult as they were to get those high combos with certain weapons, especially the ones that had more limited moves. It was still a lot more fun because it made you learn to utilize high combos. Because, like, while I was replaying Devil May Cry 3 the other night after we finished recording it, playing as Virgil, and like you have to get a S-rank combo or something like that with just Yamato, and he only has one combo with Yamato and Devil May Cry 3. And so you're very limited, and you gotta learn to use like your aerial moves and stuff like that much more effectively. And I really, in some ways, like that. That is some bull, though. The fact that I can just attack while being juggled and stuff. Unneedlessly difficult. Crap. Okay. Okay. So I can't get any more blue orbs. I can buy a couple of purple orbs, though. That way I got more DT. Okay, and boss fight time. Again, he sees a hell gate, he doesn't bother closing it, he leaves that to Dante. Hello, babe. Does he really think that's going to do anything other than let him get hit by a tree branch? See, she even calls the plants her children, just like poison ivy. It's like they ran out of ideas.
Sorry, but having you around is more than enough.
Your insignificant insults have no effect on me, though I will tear your body to shreds!
Crap. Okay, now he does the attack well after she's gone. Is that going to do anything? I think it spawns in enemies, yep. Crap. Crap. Okay, I just cannot use any charge attacks against her. Crap, you bastard. Or in this case, I guess I should say bitch. Man, did she stop backing up as you're trying to hit her? Crap. Crap. This fight's not that difficult. It's just she just runs around a lot, and you just got to learn to dodge her a little bit more. Whoa! Now she's whipping her hair back and forth. There we go. Smoking style. Smoking sick style. I prefer smoking sexy style. Am I supposed to be impressed? You fire seeds out. You're essentially a Plants vs. Zombies character. Just a few years before that was a thing. Or was Plants vs. Zombies out at this time? I don't recall. Okay, my health is actually getting low. I might need to take a Vitality Star here. Not that I don't have enough. Okay, I might need to take 2. Oh crap. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. Don't take more than you actually need. Oh crap. And I should have taken the second Vitality Star. That was stupid of me. My hubris got a hold of me. I'm frozen. I thought I could take her. I could have taken her, I just wasn't paying enough attention. Can't afford anything else. Can't afford any skills, that's for certain. You'd think they would have offered an option just to let the abilities be used the old-fashioned way. Because I'm not a big fan of the Proud Soul system. I don't think it works as good as it does in the developer's head. Maybe if they'd been given a little bit more time, because it seems like the cost goes up to where we're about halfway through Nero's story. And I don't think I'll be able to get even close to half of his skills. Crap. See, all she does is run around the arena, making it very difficult to actually hit her. And then you just gotta dodge and weave for a good chunk of the game. Crap. Whoa! Why does this music sound more Castlevania-ish than it does DMC-ish? Come on. Actually land the attack. Of course you don't get to land the bloody attack. Okay, she's stunned. There we go. There we go. Gotcha. Second time's the charm. And again, she runs away. He doesn't actually finish the job. That's why he is dead weight at the end of the day, because he doesn't ever finish the job.
Don't even think about it.
Why would he stop her from returning to the demon world?
Beaten by a human!
See, he can't even hold back one demon.
Hey, don't step up if you're not gonna put up a decent fight. Didn't your mom ever tell you not to litter?
Why does he pick up stuff if everything just gets absorbed into that hand? That would be awful bad to lose your car keys. Sephirotic fruit, one of Echidna's seeds. This fruit of her womb holds the bindings of demonic plants. Do I have a piece of her womb? Seems as though the Sephirotic fruit's in harmony with a strange tree. Okay. Is there anything else around? Yeah, see, it doesn't make any sense why he doesn't destroy the Hell Gates or nothing like that. He just leaves everything be. Like he still just cares more for pursuing Dante than any other possibility. Like, my personal thoughts is just if I was in the head of this character, okay, these demons are invading our home. Something's clearly going on with some sort of demonic, what do you call it? Experimentations and stuff like that. Why don't I close these gates so I make it harder on them? I got a C. I got a D in terms of stylish points? Well, screw you, game. Oh crap, I didn't mean to start this next mission. Oh, we'll power up and then we'll just go to the mission menu. I'm going to go ahead and end this episode a couple minutes early just because there's no point in trying to continue. I'll probably get Trigger Heart next rather than Maximum Bet. It is a little bit quicker than Showdown is, because God knows Showdown takes too long to activate. You can charge it to increase its power, but still. But Trigger Heart seems more useful, that way I can stay in DT a little longer. And then we'll try to get Max Act and just go from there. But so far, I mean, this is still an enjoyable game. There are some gripes about it. There are some design choices that really hold back the experience of this game. These secret missions that are just designed to be difficult and waste 10-20 minutes of your time are one of them. And don't tell me they're optional. They give you a massive advantage if you complete enough of them. You know, 4 missions is one new pull of health, so I mean, it's something you're interested in doing, especially on the harder difficulties. You need all the health you can get. And then some of like that last mission, some of the design choices, like just falling repeatedly, that was 1 hour to do one mission. You know, we did talk a little bit, but still, that's just too much. There's a point where you can waste someone's time, and then you really start wasting someone's time, and that's the point right there. I don't care for anything like that. You could cut, you know, considering this game already is just half finished, you could cut sections like that out of the game, make it a shorter experience, but make it a better experience. I don't believe in cut content, but I do believe if it's just a waste of time. For example, if you have a scene in a game where 2 people are talking, it doesn't provide any backstory to the character. It doesn't do nothing, but you get an angle of someone's butt or their tits or something while they're talking. That whole section could be cut, because I don't want to waste my time being forced to watch a cutscene just to get a little A&T. You know, or any gameplay section with a puzzle that doesn't need to be there, because there was no puzzle 5 minutes before then, there's no puzzle 5 minutes after then, it's just right there, and it's just a big slowdown. It takes 30 minutes to solve it. Stuff like that is things I don't like, because that's just lengthen your game, make it something where people can't return it as easily, stuff like that, you know, whatever the rules are. Now, I know this game was made like in that time where that was probably still possible, but, you know, nowadays, 2 hours playtime, you can't return it, you know, so, at least on digital Steam sales, so what do they expect, you know? They don't have to do you that way, is my opinion. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you so much for all of your support, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening.